Hi, Dr. Shamila. My name is Wehan, and I am the team members for group number 3. So today I'll be sharing my personal leadership reflection based on the Everest team simulation that I've done with my teammates a couple of days ago. So during this simulation, I played the role of the environmentalist. So during this reflection, I'll walk you through my role, the decision that I have made, the leadership theories that I have applied during the simulation, or the theories that I struggle to apply, and how this experience will able to shape my future leadership journey. So in this simulation, I was cast as an environmentalist, being the most accomplished mountaineer. I think it's from Italy. Yeah. So my mission is to clean up Mount Everest camps, especially in camp number 4. For the garbage that the previous people have left over. So my goal was to collect and carry down the waste left by the previous climber in order to secure a grant to fund a river cleanup project back home in Italy, which is my pet project that I worked on for the past 10 years. Yeah. So I brought experience and credibility to the team as I went to the summit of Everest twice. So I contribute by sharing knowledge about the route and helping with the weather prediction. However, I was hiding that I experienced AMS sickness on my previous expedition because I fear that this would undermine my credibility and lead to my removal. So I cannot participate, in the event. So that's why I'm hiding this. So during the game, I think that my role as an environmentalist is trying to apply transformational leadership style by motivating the team with larger purpose beyond just reaching the summit. I also wanted to inspire them to care about the mountain and environment. So I'm an environmentalist, right? So I care about the environment. So besides that, my role should also apply servant leadership style by cleaning up Mount Everest, which prioritize the need of the community over self-interest. However, during the simulation, I think that I'm not doing well with adaptive leadership style as when the mountain is giving me unexpected challenges, and my team, such as weather changes, and when my health issues start to drop and get bad, uh, I think I'm not doing well and ended up, this causes myself being rescued. So next, I think I'm not doing well in authentic leadership style as I wasn't being fully honest with my team and the lack of transparency causes myself given the inhaler late, during the first simulation. I was given late when I start to have wheezing. Ended up I have a wheezing attack, and when I got the inhaler, it's not effective. So I also noticed that how important of it using situational leadership style when there were moments when I need to step back and let others lead, especially when my health declined. So at the start of the simulation, I saw myself as the expert, but as the simulation progressed, I realized that leadership is not always about being in control. It's about listening, adapting, and sometimes admitting your own weaknesses. My leadership style evolved from being directive to being more collaborative. I started to ask more questions, checking the health of my teammate, and focus on group decision making. I realized that influence does not always come from authority. It comes from trust and also empathy. Although I was rescued in both rounds of the simulation, I gained valuable insight into what went wrong, both personally and also as a team. So, in the first simulation, we as a team always thought that we must progress to the next station together or stay back together. So we thought it's a team decision. So we have some conflict arguing on our next move. So we are very happy when we were able to move to the next camp. From one camp to another. So I think the main reason I failed, during the first simulation, because I disclosed my health condition too late, as I kept convincing myself I could manage until the next camp. But the delay ultimately affected the outcome. So besides that, I also think that I failed the first attempt partly because I brought insufficient number of oxygen canister to the summit attempt. Maybe partly because I doesn't take the calculation seriously. So one more thing to highlight is that I was influenced by my teammate, which cast as the role, of the marathoner, which is Liana, when she asked me to ignore the grant for staying one more night in Camp 4 to clean the garbage and move on to the summit. She told me that later on she will be sharing the bribe. I'm sorry, she will be sharing the money or bribe me with the huge reward she gets. For my river project. So in the second simulation, I became overly cautious about my own health and neglected to check on my teammate health. So as a result, our physician suffered a frostbite at camp number 3, so which left us without adequate medical support during the final push to the summit. So after completing the both simulation, we realized a crucial lesson. Each team member have a different goal. We just realized that every role have a different goal, and not everyone need to reach the summit. Probably, I think only the leader and the marathoner will need to reach the summit. The photographer will just need to take photo at camp number 1 and 2. The paramed and the medic team, the physician is actually just to make sure everyone stay healthy. While for my own goal as an environmentalist, the goal is actually just to clean the garbage at camp number 4. So doesn't everyone have a different goal. So this shows that success requires balancing individual objective with the overall team strategy. So recognizing and aligning these goals early on could have significantly improved our outcome as a team. So one of the most important lessons that I learned from the Everest simulation is that when working in a team, communication, transparency, and adaptability are essential for success. This became especially clear during high-pressure moments when decisions had to be made quickly and with limited information, which means during crisis. So this lesson is particularly relevant in a real-world, high-stakes environment such as during the COVID-19 pandemic and for people who work in healthcare industry. Leaders must be proactive in assessing risks and transparent about their own limitation. In such setting, a delay in communication or lack of openness can have serious consequences, not just for the leader, but for the entire team. Leader must be willing to share concern early, adapt to changing conditions, and prioritize the well-being of the group over personal pride or fear of judgment. One more thing that I managed to learn is that as a leader, you need to realize that every individual person in the team have their own unique goal. So it's important to clarify the team members' roles early to ensure goals alignment and avoid assuming that success looks the same for everyone. Let me give you an example. In a company, person in a team will often have their different priorities. Some may value financial reward, while others prioritize work-life balance or family commitments. So it shows that everyone have a different goal. Maybe just money, work-life balance, or family commitment. So after this experience, I realized that in order to be more effective leader, I need to put more emphasis on transparency, especially about my personal limitation, so that the team members can recognize when to support one another and help to cover up each other weaknesses. So besides that, after this experience, I also want to learn more about emotional intelligence and also how to handle conflicts. Especially when team members have a different idea. For example, during the simulation, whether to move or to stay back. Because these skills are very useful and just as important as knowing how to do a technical part in my job. So yeah, in conclusion, I think that this error simulation was more than just a game. It's like a mirror that showed me where is my strength stands and where's my weaknesses as a leader and what I need to do better to grow and improve, especially in my career. So I think that's all for my personal reflection today. Thank you and have a good day. Bye bye.